Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchi Imo, and in this video I'll be sharing tips on how to grow your cake business using Instagram. I've been able to grow my business on Instagram and build a profitable cake business since I joined in October of 2015, and I'll be sharing tips on the things that I've done, the strategies I've employed to help me grow not just my followers but my cake business as well. So if this is something you would like to learn or something you would like to listen to, please keep on watching. Welcome back. So like I said, in this video I'll be teaching you how to grow your cake business using Instagram. If you're a new subscriber here, thank you for stopping by. Please do not forget to subscribe and to give the video a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments if you found this video useful, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask in the comments as well. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you for your support, thank you for everything, and you know that I'm always glad to have you here. So let's get right into the video. What are the tips that I've employed in growing my cake business and building a profitable one at that? Number one thing to do is to put out quality content. Now, because the space is really competitive and there are a lot more brands, a lot more businesses on Instagram, you want to be able to stand out to your audience. You want to be able to stand out of the crowd. I mean, it's a huge crowd on Instagram, but I tell you, it's still possible to be able to gain your followers. It's still possible to be able to build your business on Instagram. It's still possible for you to be able to grow a profitable business on there, but you need to focus on putting out quality content. And when I mean quality content, I mean your pictures, the pictures of your products, what you do, how do you present your pictures to people, are you really particular, and are you intentional about the kind of pictures you post about your products online? You need to be intentional, because these days the attention span is even shorter than what it used to be in the days. So if your pictures, your content, and I mean your pictures this time around, is not eye-catching, they're not eye-catching, they don't even grab our attention, they're not attractive, they don't make us stop while we're scrolling to visit your page or anything, then you have a lot of work to do. You need to be focused and intentional about putting out quality content, and there are a couple of things to look out for. Your lighting. Your lighting is important. You don't take a cake picture in the corner of your kitchen where there's no lights coming in. No, it doesn't work. It's not going to put your picture in the best light. You want to use great lighting for your pictures. When I was working from home during the lockdown, I had to take my pictures outside. I'll take my pictures outside because daylight is such a great and fantastic source of lighting for your cake. So if you don't have fancy lights, you don't have ring lights, or your house or your kitchen, your store, your shop, wherever it is not properly lit, then you want to use daylight to enhance the quality of your pictures. Another important thing is your camera. Even if you do not have a DSLR camera, you want to invest in getting a very good phone that would take good and great pictures for you. How do you know? The megapixel is important, so you need to get a camera, a smartphone with a high megapixel. Another important thing which I'll not fail to mention is that you should know how to use it. It's not about just having the tool, it's not just about just having the camera, it's not just about having the smartphone, but are you able to use it? Do you know what settings to use to enable you get the best picture, to enable you capture your cake products in the best light possible? You need to put this into consideration. Check your phones, check the settings. You should have settings for you to be able to adjust the temperature, for you to be able to adjust to lock the focus, for you to be able to just explore and do certain things. Now, if these don't work, or if they are not available on the phone you use, then please, by all means, get editing apps. There is Snapseed, there is Lightroom. These are apps that you can use to enhance your cake photographs. But I usually tell people, I usually tell my audience that it's important to have the cake looking great first, because no editing tool will do the magic for you. So the original picture has to be fantastic before you do any editing to enhance it. So please pay attention to your cake pictures. Another thing which I love is captions. when I write my caption. In fact, I'm a storyteller. If you've not been visiting, or if you're not following me on Instagram, and then you are missing out, go check out my Instagram page. The link is down below in the description. So you need to be able to tell great stories. Your captions are also very important. You need to tell stories that are relatable, things that people would relate with. It helps you build an emotional connection. It helps them know that you have walked the path where they are walking now. Connect with them and also build that rapport. It helps you build that trust. It helps you deposit in the emotional bank because you're concerned about them. So your captions could be inspiring, motivational, great stories that are relatable and that tell about your personal experiences as a cake business owner. So those are the things I was doing when I started, and which I still do up till date. I tell stories about my cakes, about experiences I've had, about my customers. But when I share about my customers, I'm very particular and intentional about not sharing everything. I only share what my audience or my followers need to know. Anything that is confidential remains between me and my clients. So you want to share great stories, and do not forget they have to be inspiring, motivating, entertaining, educating. Sometimes I go the line of entertainment and just make my followers laugh. So you want to entertain them, you want to help them relax and ease off when they are stressed through the stories you share. So focus on entertaining, educating, enlightening your audience, building that emotional connection with them by sharing relatable content through your stories and through your captions. Another thing which is highly important, which if I do not talk about, the other points are not valid, is consistency. You need to be consistent about showing up on your social media page. I remember how consistent I was. I've mentioned this in past videos. I used to post then when I was trying to grow my followers Mondays to Fridays, 3 times a week, morning, afternoon, night. I'm always on the platform sharing something. And it was not like I had the content to just splash it out, throw it out, but I was repurposing content as well. I would repurpose content, and I used to take multiple shots of my pictures so I could share this and share the story alongside it. On another day I can share the top view of my cake, on another day I share a video, something like that. I was just repurposing content. So you need to be consistent. I understand that you are trying to build and grow your cake business and you don't have customers as often as you should. Do not worry, that phase is still going to pass very soon. But in the meantime, you want to help yourself build consistency by showing up. And then, like I mentioned, if you have the opportunity to bake, take multiple shots and then split into different types of content. You know, Instagram affords us the opportunity to share as many types of content as we can. You can share Instagram videos, you can do reels. Now we have reels. You can do reels, you can go live on Instagram with your Instagram live. You can upload videos that are longer than a minute on your IGTV. You can upload a minute videos on your page. You can use carousels showing us the different parts of your cake and the different things, the different parts, close-ups, closures, everything. I mean, it's just such a versatile platform that affords you the opportunity to do lots and be creative with sharing content and sharing, like letting your followers see what your products are all about. So enjoy the versatility of Instagram and be consistent while at it. You can decide to show up once a day, 3 times a day, 2 times a day, 2 times in 3 days. It all depends on you, but please do not take long breaks in between. Like you are off a week, you are off Instagram, 2 weeks you are out, nobody knows where you are, your audience is not hearing from you, your followers are not seeing you, and then you appear all of a sudden and say, sorry, I'm back, who missed me, I'm sorry. Look, you have to put in the work. I know how much work I put into being consistent and showing up when I was trying to build my business on Instagram. So you have to be consistent, because like I said, if you're not consistent, then all the other points, they are just not going to be valid. Because if you post a great picture today and then you disappear for 1 week, you disappear for 3 weeks, and we don't get to see you, your visibility is going to be smashed by Instagram, literally smashed by Instagram. So when you appear, it's more like you're starting all over again, and you don't want that. You want to put in consistent efforts into showing up with different types of content so that your visibility would keep going high, and Instagram would show you to the people that need your content. Another thing you want to know is that you need to be authentic. Guys, I cannot overemphasize this. Don't try to copy anybody. Don't try to speak like anybody. Don't try to demonstrate like anybody. Don't try to copy anyone. Just be yourself. People want to connect with the real you, and that is one thing with me. I can be authentic for Africa, like we say it in Nigeria. So you want to be authentic because authenticity is key. You're not trying to please anybody. You're not trying to sound like another. You're not trying to leave another person's scripts. Just be yourself. Look yourself. Act yourself. Sound yourself. Gesticulate yourself. Whatever it is, just be you. People will find it easier to connect with your authentic self than when they log on today. You're sounding like this. Tomorrow you're sounding like someone else. Next tomorrow you're sounding like yourself. The next day you're just here and there. It's easier for you just to be yourself. Don't worry, the acceptance will come. Another thing that I did was to build on my KLT, and you want to build on that, your know, like, and trust factor. So I built on my know factor. I was showing up, getting people to know me and know that there is somebody here who knows what she's doing. There's someone here who is good at her craft, who knows her onions. And then I got people to like me. How did I get them to like me? By sharing personal stories and relatable stories. That word is there again, which is key. Relatable stories. I was sharing stories. I shared stories about my ovens. I remember sharing a post about my oven. I remember sharing a story about when I had a cake accident, mishap. I baked a 14-inch red velvet cake and it broke into pieces, literally broke into pieces. I baked it again and it broke into pieces for the second time. I've shared stories like this, and these are the things that have helped people come to relate with me and like me over time. And then you have to build your trust factor. People need to trust you, that when you say you will deliver, you will deliver. They need to know that you know what you're doing. They need to be able to trust you. You have to build your brand perception. So these are a few things that I believe would also help you now to grow your Instagram page. And you don't do them over time and stop. It has to be something you keep doing over and over again. I tell you that it's possible to build a profitable business on Instagram, 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figure. It is very, very possible. So while you're focusing on the offline, you also want to give attention, maximum attention, to the online platform, which is Instagram, and put in your best there. So do not forget, you have to put out quality content. You have to share stories and emotionally connect with your audience, educate, enlighten, motivate, inspire them. You can even go ahead to draw up a timetable that would help you, or a schedule that would help you. On Mondays, I'm posting this. On Tuesdays, I'm posting this. On Mondays, I'm posting this. Tuesdays for this. Wednesdays for that. Thursday. Okay, let's do a practical example. So you say on Mondays, everybody knows that Mondays for motivation. Like, we want to get people started on a positive note for their week. So you can do an inspirational post or motivational post for Monday. On Tuesday, you could decide you want to share tips. You want to call it Tuesday tips or Tips Tuesday, whichever works for you. You want to share tips to your audience. Number 3, which is Wednesday, you want to make it an open kind of conversational you want to have a conversational kind of post with your audience. So on Wednesdays, you just maybe have them ask questions. On Thursdays, everybody knows that it's for throwback. On Fridays, everybody knows that it's for flashbacks. On Saturdays, everybody knows that we are all in a relaxed mode, or going for a party or something, or just relaxing, going for a wedding or doing something. And Sunday, it's to rest. Please do not leave any day out. Mondays to Sundays are important for you to post. One more thing I forgot to mention is engagement. How could I have forgotten? You need to learn how to engage with your audience. You need to learn how to speak with them and have them talk back to speak with you. You need to build that conversation. How do you do this? You need to ask questions. Questions is such a great way to build that conversation with the audience. So when you ask questions, they will answer you. And I like to ask questions in multiple. So I ask you a question. I could ask a question. I could ask 4 different questions in one post. So if you're not answering this, you're going to meet another question that you answer. If you're not answering that, you also you would have like 2 more questions or so to answer. So questions are a great way to engage with your audience. You could also make a this or that post. Red velvet or chocolate, which do you like best? Vanilla or coconut, which do you prefer baking, or which is easier for you to work with? Or red velvet, chocolate, coconut, vanilla, which is your best flavor? Just try to build conversations by asking them questions, or doing a this or that post, or which do you prefer, or what would you call this cake, or this or that. Just try to build conversations, and when they respond to you, you also do well to ask another question. First of all, respond. Number 2, you feel free to ask another question like, hope your day is going on well, hope your day is going great. It helps build that connection between you and your audience. I like to think of my audience like friends, like family that I'm talking with, or gisting with, or just making jokes with. So do not forget to engage them. Over time, it will become something that your followers are used to. They know that there are conversations that are going on this page, or there is something definitely that we need to talk about. So I believe that these tips have helped you. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and then check back for more videos, and also give this video a huge thumbs up if it was any benefit to you. And please feel free to ask me your questions right in the comments if you have any. See you in the next video.